Hi, it's Martin here from Refurbishment Masterclass, and in this video I'm going to share with you some ways that you can find builders for your projects. Now, one of the common ways that I actually see property investors looking for builders is at property networking events. And there are some difficulties finding builders at property networking events. First of all, it's rare to find many builders at those kind of events. Certainly I've been to a lot of them where there are no builders at all. And if there are builders, they're generally transitioning from being builders into being property investors, so they're less excited about picking up more building work, and they're more interested in doing building works for themselves that are going to benefit them as property investors. But at some property events you will find some builders that will be happy to give you a quote for your work. You'll also find plenty of property investors there, of course, and my experience is that property investors tend to keep their best builders close to their chest. They won't necessarily tell you who they're working with, because of course their concern is that you're going to give their preferred builder too much work and then they won't be able to do their work. You will find construction professionals at property networking events, architects, project managers, quantity surveyors, and those are the kinds of people that generally will share their builders with you, and they will give you contacts and recommendations of people that you can contact. So that is definitely, a source for you to consider. I'll be honest with you, that's not the source I use that often. My preferred source is actually to look for builders that are working in the area where I've got projects I want to carry out. I carry out works all over the southern part of the country. I'm always looking for new builders. Even though I know plenty of builders, I can't be sure that they're available at the time I need them. There's reasons that they won't, some of them won't travel that far and what have you. So I'm always on the lookout for new builders. And I tend to start by walking around the neighbourhood where my project is. And what I'm looking for are projects that are similar or appear to be similar to the kinds of projects I'm doing. And so you'll all know that when a builder starts a building project, the first thing he does is get his signboard out and put that on the fence, and the last thing he does is take the signboard away at the end of the job. Well, do him a favour, use the signboards, look for those signboards, and go in and talk to these builders that are working locally to your site. Find out what they're doing. If they're doing similar projects to you, then engage with them, find out how it's going, what else they'd like to do, what kind of space they've got for fitting in other projects. They'll invite you in, they'll show you what they're doing, and you may even be able to go back to the property when the builder's not working there and get some feedback from the property owner. You might even better go back a week or two later when the work's finished and really get some feedback after they're using their new kitchen or whatever it is that the builder's been installing. So for me, that is by far and away the best way of finding builders. Generally, if you're doing smaller projects, you're going to struggle to find the smaller builders on Google. If you're doing slightly larger things, if your projects if you're looking for a slightly larger contractor, then by all means do use Google. Do your own due diligence, of course, as you always would. But even on larger projects, I still go back to that that option of walking the streets locally, looking to see who's working locally, and approaching the right size contractor for the project that I've got. So I really hope that video was of benefit to you. It would be great if you would like, comment and share this video, and as always, leave a message if there's anything I can help you with. I'm Martin Rapley. I look forward to speaking to you in the next video.